All right. Hello and welcome. Brett here with ClickMill.co and Sophie and Kate. Today we're going to be talking about the elements of a good prompt. And we're going to go through a few different elements of a good prompt. And if you guys have questions, please ask. If you've got questions and you're watching online, please feel free to leave a comment below. We'd love to support you. So firstly, we'll just recap what is a prompt. A prompt is just a question or a request that we're asking to the AI. And we prompt people too. Like, if I prompt you guys and say, hey, does this make sense? I'm prompting you to give me an answer to that question. So while it's kind of a weird word we might not use a lot, it's also something we do all the time. Now, in AI, it's just the word we're going to hear all the time. So I'm going to use it because if you want to be, working with AI, that's what we're going to have to get used to. So we're going to prompt the AI. So in this video, the first element of a good prompt is to prime the AI with a persona. So, for example, with ChatGPT, which as far as I'm aware right now is the largest the AI model with the largest data set, meaning they've trained it on the most information available. Now, the new version of ChatGPT, which is 5, that will be trained on a larger data set. And beyond that, I'm sure other ones by other companies will be even larger than that in the future. So this is going to be old news very quickly. But they're trained on everything. And in order to get better answers, one of the things that has been found is to prime the AI with a persona. So if you know everything there is to know about everything, how would you narrow down the fields that you are going to talk about to give meaningful answers? So if I want to have a conversation with a Christian theologian, well, I would give it specifically the type of Christian theologian it is. So I would say, you are the world's most brilliant Protestant Christian theologian who, and maybe I even add more to that, who believes, like, maybe I want to know more about what I don't know, Calvinist thinks, which is someone who does not generally believe that, free will is something we have and that God actually chooses us. Okay, so like, let's say I want to understand that position better, and I would say something like, you are the world's most brilliant Protestant Christian theologian who takes the position of Calvinism. And so now it knows who it is, and you've primed it to embody sort of those positions. So if I want to understand it better, or if I want to talk to it or even debate it, right? I wouldn't personally take that position, but if I wanted to like work on having a conversation with a person like that, now it is embodying that role. So this is called giving a persona. Examples of how we do this in our AI agents that we use here at ClickMill take on the role of the world's best copywriter, blogger, or like search engine optimization specialist. Any of those we use on the back end. And that prompts it to start saying, okay, hold on, we're writing, but we're writing blogs. Or, SEO, we're blogging, but we're going to be using keywords. Like, it's going to start understanding this before you even give it the rest of the prompt. So this is called creating a persona. One other way you can create a persona is actually to tell it to take on the role of a person. So one time I asked it to, take on the role of Einstein and communicate with me only based on its knowledge of what Einstein actually thought and believed based on, historical recordings of all of the stuff. And so, it said, okay, I'm Einstein. And, and then you kind of, what do you want to say? You're talking with the documents it's been trained on about Einstein, and it is just taking a first person perspective and answering based on that training data. But that can be a very interesting way to prime the AI with a persona as well. Do you guys have any questions on that concept?
I don't think so. I
Good.
mean, that's very, very common. So, create prompts which are based on the persona, especially in the way that to act like some person or some even celebrity or some historical figure, something that will create the output based on uh, the knowledge we have, the AI has
Right.
of this person. So
Great.
that's very common. It's
Okay.
very very normal, that I
Good.
can say.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Sophie, you doing good with that? Great. Okay. I'm going to stop this one. We'll move on to the next sort of element of a good prompt. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one.